Hello, welcome. My name is Hassan Lakiss. This tutorial is going to be on circle theorems, drawing tangents to the circle and looking at equal tangents from a point outside the circle, and congruency. Okay, I'm in the advanced mode, although you don't need to be, and if you are in the advanced mode you need to select angle. I've selected equal aspect. I'll just get rid of this axis here by clicking this no axis icon. Go to the point mode, select it, and come about somewhere here to the right. Click, right mouse click, circle, and let's go for radius of 4. Sounds like a reasonable size. Back to the point mode and come to the circle. You'll see a black arrow. Say you're on the circle, you want to place a point on it. Click with the left mouse, right mouse click, and tangent. The point mode is gone. We'll go back to the point mode and click another point here, right mouse click, and tangent. And when we draw those tangents, the point mode disappears. If it doesn't, you can always press escape or go to the select mode. We can move that point around this way, just one this way, move that back a bit, sorry, voice is a bit strange today. Now, we want to find the point of intersection and place a point on it, so make sure nothing is selected. Select this line, shift key down, select that one, right mouse click, and select solve. I would like to place a point on that because I'm going to join it to those. So point mode, come to that line and click on it. Escape key to get rid of the point mode. It's already selected. If it's not, you select it with the left mouse, shift key down, select this one, right mouse click, line segment. Pardon me. Click anywhere outside, select this point, shift key down, select that one, right mouse click, and line segment. Repeat the process again, select this one, shift key down, select that one, right mouse click, and line segment. At this point I want to show you, if you want to label these points, I'll just show you one of them. Click on that one, go to text box, and convert to static, highlight it with the left mouse or delete it, and decide the letter you want to use. I'm going to use the letter P. Unfortunately the box is around it, so double click it. If you prefer to keep it, you can. Edit frame and go no border, gradient fill 100%, OK, and you can move that point a little bit closer. There we go. OK, I'd like to measure this angle. Well, discussion takes place now, and you can use the scribble tool to write in what's this angle here. It's obviously 90 degrees, tangent radius meets at 90, and so is this one here. Are these two triangles congruent? Well, the answer is obviously yes. By RHS, that means the hypotenuse is common, therefore equal, and those two radii, and there's a right angle. Okay, at any point, if you want to get rid of the scribbles, go to the select mode, go to edit, select all scribbles, and backspace. Before you do that, make sure nothing is selected, otherwise you delete everything. So edit, select scribbles, backspace, and they're gone. I'd like to measure that now, so select that point, shift key down, select that one, and then this one, right mouse click. I'll just do it over here so you can see it. Angle, select display of 0 degrees, 0 decimal places rather, OK, and there it is. I'd also like to measure this angle here, so click anywhere outside, select that point, shift key down, select that one, and this third one, right mouse click, I'll do it over here so you can see it, angle. Again 0 dB, and OK or enter. It's 64 at the moment. I'd like to make it 65. There we go. You can always move the circle to the left by selecting the center and moving it across like that. Okay, what I'd like to do is to get two triangles that have been reflected in a line, show that they're congruent, and then fit them on top of those two. So go to the point mode, click, so you have 3 points like that. Press escape or go to the select mode. With the left mouse enclose those, right mouse click, group to shape. If you're in the whiteboard mode, you would not need to press shift at all. You just select them one at a time and they'll be selected together. Okay. I'm going to bring this triangle over here. Now, when you're at this point, I've placed that point there. To make sure you are selecting those points, make sure you click in the center of the triangle. Now I can move that comfortably to there. And click in the middle again. The 3 are highlighted, move that across to here. So I've got roughly the size that I want. Okay, now I'll click in the middle of that triangle and move it across back to here. What I'd like to do is to reflect that triangle in a line that goes through those 2 points. So click anywhere in the space, select that point, shift key down, select that one, right mouse click, I'll do it over here, right mouse click, straight line. And there we go. To reflect it, select that shape and by clicking in the middle, shift key down, select the mirror line, right mouse click, I'll just do it up here, and reflection. And there we go. We can now bring those together to show that they are actually congruent, and then shift them across and place them on top of that. Or you can move the circle, if you wish, the center, click anywhere to make sure nothing is selected, select the center and move it across to here. Okay, now click anywhere outside, I'll just move that over here, and I'm going to measure this angle, which should be 65. You can measure that one. Select this point first, make sure nothing is selected of course, shift key down, select this one and that one, right mouse click and select angle and display 0 dp on this circle theorem work, and it's 65. So if we bring it over here we can see that because of the congruency those angles are equal. Then you can pop the question, what is this angle here? I'll just move those back out. Well, this angle is 65, they add up to 180, that's already 90, so those two must add up to 90. What's that angle there? 25 degrees. And you can use your scribble tool to write 25 in there. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, you can also, once you move these points, P or that point there, the angles are obviously going to change, and that angle is no longer 61, so you can't fit them on top of each other, so remember that. You can move that around, we can come around to this side, bring that over here, and we've got the same situation, but of course again you cannot fit those on top. We'll take it back to there. Sorry. There we go, nearly there. Move that around. And there we have it. 65. Now, if you want to hide, obviously the reflection is no longer, you'll have to move that down here, and then you'll have to adjust the top point to get your 65 degrees, and then you'll be able to bring it over. You can use the arrow keys if you can't get the accuracy, then you can bring them over. You have to make sure that's 90 as well. If you bring them over right here for now, that point there needs to come down to here, and there we go. Okay, if you want to hide a particular line or tangent, select it, right mouse click, hide object. You can do the same with those two tangents as well. Well, I hope you find that useful. Until the next video, take care.